Hey guys, Patrick Wind here and welcome to this training model in which I'm going to show you how to apply different dashboards to your ad account. So these different dashboards you could either apply on campaign level, on ad set level, or also on ad level. And as you will see, the majority of them will show similar results, but there are also specific ones that show only specific columns on ad set level and on ad level and on campaign level. Okay, so let me walk you through all of them on ad set level, and then we're gonna see which one actually is a little bit different on ad level or a campaign level. So as you very well know, we usually work with our own dashboard that we have created. It's called full funnel dashboard, and you very well know that you create it here in customized columns. And another way to add a new column is this one. Okay, so if you click here, you can enter the same category of customized columns. Okay, you see this one, as if you would have entered it directly here. Okay, so that's just an additional option to customize your own dashboard, to customize your own columns. And what we want to do now is we want to go through the standard dashboards, because they also help you to analyze your data in a very efficient way when you're interested in one specific aspect, for example. And it's, of course, it's for a good reason that Facebook predefined them like this and labeled them like this, because they can really help you. And what I also wanted to show you is here, this set as a default. Here, if you don't change it, it's always the performance dashboard that says here in brackets default, which is going to be the first one when you reload your page and you didn't choose the full funnel dashboard on your own. It's always this one is always the default. But if you want the full funnel dashboard to be your default, you just click it, and once you have selected it, you can now set as default. And you see now the performance is not anymore the default, but it's this one, the one that we have decided. And you also see, like, here this has a little X. We can remove it. All the others don't, because they're standard dashboards. Okay. If you, for example, come up with a new one, just make a little test here. Full funnel dashboard. Let's call it. Well, let's call it even better, test. Okay, and let's set something like this. And now we have a new custom one, which we can remove. Okay, and we could also set it as default if you want. But let's continue with the full funnel dashboard as the default, and delete this one. Okay, so just remove here. Yes. Okay. Very good. Okay, that's our original one. That we want to be our default. Okay, nice. And now let's go through all the standard dashboards that Facebook gives us. I basically categorize them into performance dashboards, where you can see where we have, for example, performance, delivery, and performance and clicks. Then we have the engagement dashboards. So we have engagement, video engagement, app engagement, carousel engagement, and even messenger engagement. And then we have the other dashboards. And in the other dashboards, we have, for example, cross-device, offline conversions, targeting and creative, and bidding and optimization. And now I would like to walk you through all of them. Okay. So let's get started with performance, which is the number one dashboard that Facebook gives you also already as a default. And the only columns that we have here are basically delivery, which you're gonna see that delivery is basically included in all of them, okay, because this is a very important column and it gives you the errors, and it's just a very fast overview about your performance. So how many people have you reached, what's the result, how much did you spend. And I see many, especially beginners, who only work with that dashboard, which is okay-ish, but of course setting up a full funnel dashboard is much better, but it's already a good enough solution to get started, because you see how much you spent and how many results you got, and especially the delivery column. Okay. If we focus more on delivery, okay, so we change to the delivery dashboard, it's only, you only have a strong focus on this one, and you do not even get the performance data. So I'm not a huge fan of this one, to be honest. So I mean, besides the fact that I always recommend to work with your customized full funnel dashboard, the delivery column is not very valuable in my point of view, because all the information you already get here in the performance dashboard as well, in the delivery column. And then the last one in the category of performance, I would say performance and clicks. This is basically the same as performance, but it includes also those click KPIs, which is not that bad. Okay, so at least you get here the CTR, you get the clicks, you get the CTR all clicks and not only link clicks. It's okay. Okay, but the majority of those KPIs we've also included a full funnel dashboard, which is an even broader overview. Okay, so that was it for the performance dashboards. But now let's go into the engagement dashboards, which I really think that here those dashboards are important to understand and have them in mind. So for example, here engagement in general, I actually liked it and I actually use it from time to time, because it gives you the overview of how many reactions, so therefore likes you got, comments and shares. So reaction, it's very important to understand that earlier this was just called likes, but now you remember that we have several options how people can react. So they can put a heart, so love, haha, wow, sad or angry. Okay, and this one, the post reactions, is the number of reactions on your ad. The reaction button on an ad allows people to share different reactions to its content, so like, love, haha, wow, sad or angry. Okay, so this is basically the number of likes that we have got, well, likes and all the other reactions, and that's the comments and that's the shares. And this one is of course especially important when we go on ad level. Okay, so we could, for example, order according to post reactions, and I will see that these ones got the most reactions. This one got the most likes. Okay, and that is very nice, and they got even 14 comments, so that is very interesting. Okay, what about this one, for example, if we preview it? Okay, that is very interesting. And you see here how many likes they got, like reactions, how many comments, how many shares. And then you also see from these ads how many people actually came to my website and started to like my page. So the number of likes on your Facebook page attributed to this ad. Okay, so the engagement one, I take a look at it from time to time, especially on ad level. Okay, then video engagement. Now all of these, video engagement, app engagement, and carousel engagement, they're actually pretty cool when we work with videos. Okay, when we work with the specific creative asset like videos, app installs, or a carousel. And of course, like right now, this one doesn't use any videos, or does it? Well, 3-second videos. Yes, this one for stories, for example. So you see here the how many 3-second video views, cost per 3-second video views, 10-second video views, cost per 10-second video views, reach, that's a good one. So video percentage watched. You can also click here and see more if you want to understand more details about it. So the metric is calculated as the percentage of your video watched, averaged across all watches of your video. Okay, you can also have some further readings, so how it actually works, some tips about posting a Facebook video ad, how to measure the results. So that's actually very good. And if you order it like this, we see that these videos, like the majority, they do not even, like people on average do not even watch more than 13% of those videos. And now imagine these videos, they are like 15 seconds maximum. Okay, I mean, okay, that's a video, even though it's just this little animation here, it's also considered as a video. But sometimes there are also nicer videos, of course, in this campaign, and they only get, like, on average 13% of video percentage watched. Okay, video watches at 25%, so how many people watched at least 25%, how many people watched at least 50%, how many people watched at least 75% of the video, 95, okay, 100%. That's of course very good. So you will see from all the video watches we got, 34,000 in total watched more than 1/4, so more than 25,000. And then the drop is pretty high, actually, to 50%. Then here, if someone has already watched 50%, or the half of these people go all the way through. Okay, so that's an interesting analysis if you work a lot with video ads. So this video engagement really gives you some important and additional insights. When you work with app engagement, you see we did not do it so much in this campaign, but you see, for example, here the desktop app installs, cost per mobile app installs, cost per mobile actions within the app, but which is definitely very important for us now is the carousel engagement, because you see we work a lot with carousels. And this one gives you very good numbers when focusing on the app, on the carousel. Okay, so let's take here on ad level, for example. Let's take a carousel that has spent a lot of money, well, a lot, relatively a lot amount spent. This one. Let's take these carousels, also try it with the collection, see what happens. Also with the story carousel, filter only for those. So we see we got the standard ones: reach, frequency, impression, CTR. And then if we go more to the right, we see that this dashboard here does not bring us any additional information right now, but what I like to do with carousels is especially this carousel card breakdown. Okay, here you can see very nicely, okay, it's basically the combination between the column carousel engagement and the breakdown carousel card, okay, that really makes a good dashboard, okay, but you have to apply this breakdown of carousel card, if not you're not seeing anything, okay. So this one basically has these 10 cards, okay, carousel cards here. So we see, right, it has these 10 cards, and now we can see which of those actually brought the best results. Okay, we can see for each of them the link clicks, the click-through rate it got, and we could also combine these carousel cards with our own dashboard. And now we see that for each register card, for each of those cards, we see how many sales we got, what's the website purchase conversion value we got. So that's actually very good. That's a very interesting analysis. So we see, for example, okay, so we can clearly learn, for example, that the card number 2 and also the card number 10 brought the majority of sales, 2 and 10. So now I can take a look at the specific ad, and I see, interesting, this one brought 9 sales, and also the last one brought 9 sales. Interesting, they actually look pretty similar, okay, black one with the golden skull. And what I learned from that is these images apparently resonate very nicely with our audience, and I would probably now create a carousel only with these kind of products, so the black ones with the golden skulls, okay. So that is a very good learning, and especially also knowing that these are the best sellers on our website, so it makes a lot of sense to come up with a carousel only focusing on these products, okay. So that's a good learning. What about another carousel that we have? What about this one? Here we got the majority of our sales from number 3 and number 1. Okay, so let's see what we have chosen here is number 3 and number 1. Okay, and Instagram, yes. Okay, number 3, once again, black one with the golden icon. Here it's it's an outlier, the white one, but in general, once again, it is confirmed that the black ones with the golden icons really get good results, okay? And we would also like to see now here if this is not only demonstrated in purchases, but also in clicks, for example. We can go all the way to the right. And we said 2 and 10. Okay, so interesting, 2 and 10, they get average click-through rates. Actually, they really do not get the best click-through rates, but if people click on them, they actually end up purchasing, and that's what matters to us. So they bring us qualitative traffic. Okay, so let's get rid of this carousel card here and continue with the additional engagement that we have. So we have messenger engagement. Okay, here we see, I mean, we did not run any specific messenger ads in this campaign, but if you would have done it, you would see here like how many messages get started, how many people have replied, how many actually blocked our messages, how many Facebook purchases that we got, so on and so forth. But this one is strongly focusing on the messages, of course. And then the last dashboards that I would like to share with you are well, cross-device, offline conversion, and then especially targeting creative and bidding an option. So cross-device is not very valuable for us because we do not run too many cross-device actions here. Okay, so for example, app installs, that's something that it communicates here. Offline purchases, this is of course important if you have a physical store, okay, and in the physical store you connect your data set with the Facebook data, something that we did not do in this one. But now the last ones that I think are really interesting are targeting in creative and then the bidding one. Okay, here we have different options on ad set level and on ad level. Okay, so on ad set level we got these interesting ones. So on the very first few you already see what's the location, so what's the geographic location, the age, and gender. Okay, so this is good information that I of course also included in the full funnel dashboard, because I think it's very valuable on ad set level that you already see it on the first glimpse, like whom do I actually target here. And this same dashboard on ad level is also valuable because it gives you cool information about not only what's the relevance score, which is of course super important, but it shows you the entire copy of your ad. It shows you the headline that you're using, okay, and shows you the links where we bring the traffic. And this is of course only available on ad level, okay, where I even get the preview link. We see what's the external link where we bring the people. So this is actually very good, okay, and it helps us to really check if we didn't spell anything wrong or where we want to find something. And now we can also be creative and edit stuff here in bulk. So that is of course a very good dashboard. Okay, and the last one I wanted to show you is bidding and optimization. Bidding and optimization is just I mean, the good thing is basically it just includes bid strategy. Okay, so if you're using lowest cost or one with a bid cap or target cost, okay, and this is how it looks on ad level. And on ad set level it also includes the last significant ad, which is very important for the algorithm optimization. I mean, you also get this number of the last significant ad here, so since last significant added, okay, and you see it's the same number that's demonstrated here, it's the same date, okay. And it's just a nice overview to also have it here, so last significant edit and bid strategy. And therefore I've also included the full funnel dashboard here. I also included those columns in our full funnel dashboard. So guys, in general, one can say that our full funnel dashboard already includes all the important columns that you get also in the other dashboards, okay. But it's of course a very extensive view, okay, so you have the complete full funnel overview with our full funnel dashboard. And if you are just interested in one specific aspect, you can always select one of these, okay. So if you're just interested in engagement, for example, just want to see where do I get the most comments, you do not have to scroll to the left and the right so far, you can just do it in here and you can order for them. And the thing that we have seen, which is very interesting, was the breakdown for the carousel engagement, and therefore you have to choose here carousel engagement, okay. And with the dashboard for carousel engagement, you can select the breakdown for the carousel card, which definitely helped us to understand better which was the carousel card that has performed the best or the worst. And with this analysis, we were able to derive the conclusion that our black bracelets with the golden skulls have performed the best, and we should now focus on them. So guys, thank you very much for listening, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Goodbye.